Samir. Always when you are presented as the president, it push so much pressure in you, and we forgot why we are here. We are here to learn and not just to lead. Just for an introduction.
We got it.
So, I want to begin with a question. When I pronounce the word leader, what's the common traits that comes in your mind?
Responsibility.
Other traits?
Courage.
Courage,
Vision.
vision, inspiration,
Motivation.
language.
Helping others.
Yeah. We tend to confuse these words with the extrovert part. I mean, when we search for the word extrovert, we tend to think that extroverts are synonym with leader. But it's not true, because we can have another type of leadership, which is the introvert leadership. So to begin with, I want you to begin with some definitions so we can understand what's the meaning of introvert leadership. When we talk about leadership, we talk about inspiring and motivating people. We talk about integrity and honesty. We talk about technical expertise and driving for results. And also, a leader is someone who communicates powerfully, who builds relationships, who develops others, who solves problems, and who innovates. So I want to tell you the difference between extrovert and introvert. So I want you to think like batteries. Extrovert people recharge themselves by spending time with people, with others. Otherwise, introvert people recharge themselves by going alone and think in solitude. But as Susan Cain, the most famous writer who writes about introversion, she said that most of people are not otherwise introvert or extrovert, but the most of people are ambivert. I mean, in some situations we are introvert. We tend to be alone, and in some situations we tend to be extrovert, and we need to go out from our comfort zone. I want to begin by debunking some myths about introvert leadership. We think that leaders are necessarily extroverts, while the most influential and the most famous leaders are in fact introverts. Think about Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, or Bill Gates. So it's the main reason why leadership is just not for extrovert people. The myth too is that introverts don't have the people skills to lead. We tend to confuse people skills with charisma, because extrovert people have always charisma, and we tend to confuse charisma with effective leadership. But it's not true. I mean, introvert people are more attuned to emotions and tend to create more meaningful relationship with people. The mystery about introverts is that they are bad communicators. And also, it's not true, because introvert people, in fact, need to process information before talking. I mean, they need to think before talk. Extrovert people just think out loud. The fourth myth about introvert leaders is they don't like to collaborate. And there is a difference between introvert and extrovert in leading people. While passive people while extrovert people tend to influence more passive people when they need to just execute orders, introvert people tend to influence more people who are proactive, who suggest ideas. it's just being in unexpected situations. So we tend to prepare a lot for a meeting or for unexpected questions. Introverts also tend to express themselves more clearly in a writing way. Introverts also, by their own reserved and calm nature, are natural born listeners. I mean, they feel more comfortable listening to people than to talk. And introverts are creative thinkers. We all know that creative activity needs to be alone. Think about famous painters and writers, and they spend the most of their time lonely. So extrovert people can't just stand being alone. Introverts also are observant. They have a large capacity of analyzing and observing people and situations and understanding the world around them. In a conclusion, in a fast-changing world, and when people just can't stand being quiet, we need more thoughtful and we need more calm people to inspire action and to inspire people. Thank you.